Stand up, New York Mets fans. As we get to the pregame warm-up, let's run down the lineups. Hang on a second. Excuse me. A bit. This also a little while ago. Anyway, it's Austin Gumber on the mound for the Rockies. He'll face Taiwan Walker for the Mets. Leading off, the Mets lineup is as follows. Just cut the feed off, the audio off. Brandon Nimmo leads off, batting first and playing center. Francisco Lindor going second, playing shortstop. Jeff McNeil will bat third and second base. Pete Alonso, first base, will bat in the cleanup spot. Mark Canha bats fifth at left field. J.D. Davis DHing, and he'll bat sixth. Thank the good Lord, Buck finally had the sense to pull Eduardo Escobar from the damn lineup today. Luis Guillorme will instead play at third base, and personally, I think Luis is an upgrade because, while he's not known for his bat, he is much better known for his glove. And personally, I would take Guillorme at third for a good while over Escobar until Escobar gets his hitting and his fielding back in order. Tomas Nido will bat eighth behind doing the catching, and Travis Jankowski in right instead of Starling Marte, who basically had to work both games of the doubleheader after coming back from the bereavement list. On the other hand, for the Rockies, they'll have Connor Joe playing first base, leading off. Jonathan Daza batting second, playing center field. Chris Bryant in left, batting third. CJ Crone cleaning up and playing DH. Brian McMahon at third, batting fifth. Randall Gerchuk in right, batting sixth. Brendan Rodgers batting seventh at playing second base. Jose Iglesias at shortstop, batting eighth. And Brian Severin, who got his first two career home runs and his first 4 RBIs of his career last night in Game 2 in the nightcap of the doubleheader, batting ninth. They'll send Austin Gomber to the mound. 54 degrees and partly cloudy at Coors Field. Game will start. First pitch should be in about the next 10 to 15 minutes. Mets sitting Escobar, Marte, Mazika, and Smith. Rockies sitting Blackman, Diaz, Hampson, and Hilliard. This will have some negative effect on my... This will have some level of negative effect on my fantasy team. Team with Blackman not in the lineup. Emphasis on some negative effect, not a lot. Other games going on right now. Boston's up 2-0 on the Red Sox. On Seattle in the top of the 6th. Bottom game in Pittsburgh's about to end, and by God, 18-0 St. Louis. Damn. 1-1 top 5 in Miami between the Braves and Marlins. Tigers lead the Guardians 2-1, top of the 4th. Tied at 2 in Toronto, bottom 4. Nationals lead the Brewers, bottom 3, 2-0. Cubs up on the Diamondbacks 3-0 in the top of the 3rd. Royals up on the Twins 1-0 after 3. Astros up 1-0 on the Rangers, bottom 3rd of the 3rd inning. About to go to the sixth in Philadelphia. Tampa Bay up on Baltimore 4-2 through after three. And the Yankees and Red Sox warming up in game one of their doubleheader. Oh, Pirates just got on the board. 18-1, whoop the F and do. And you've got to be kidding me. The Cardinals are putting Yadier Molina on the mound. I mean, I get they're up big, but then again, didn't this kind of somewhat backfire on them last week when they put Pujols on the mound? Guess Matz was an early scratch. Tough break for the Cardinals. What the hell were they thinking getting Steven Matz for that matter? Oh well. Yeah, I'm just tracking the other games until the Mets game starts. Shouldn't take too long. Mets coming into this 7 ahead of second place Atlanta. Who've gotten a good chunk of their pieces back in recent days, in recent weeks. With the exception of Eddie Rosario, who's not long for the way back. Laser surgery in his case. Strike one on a foul ball to Eric Gonzalez by Ian Anderson. Mets coming into this 27-15 to the Rockies 19-20 through 42 and 39 games respectively. And Gonzalez goes down swinging after being ahead 2-1. 2-0 in the count. Idiot. Ow. Guess I'm gonna have to make a catcher swap soon. Why? Because I think Wilson Contreras is down for me today. So that's gonna really cripple my chances. Sack fly, and you force out, and that's either a double or a homer by Jack Sawinski in Pittsburgh. Either way, it's going to be either 18-3 at best or 18-4 at worst for the Cardinals. Yeah, Yachty is not good pitching. But then again, he's a catcher, not a pitcher. I mean, 42-mile-an-hour slider, 53-mile-an-hour curveball, 61-mile-an-hour slider. What's as fast as his fastball's been clocked at? If he even has one. Home run, 18-4, Pittsburgh. I mean, St. Louis, sorry. Game over in Pittsburgh. Bucks top of the Pirates. I mean, Cards top of the Pirates, 18-4, and soundly crushed them. Still 3 minutes away from first pitch in Denver. From the first pitch in Denver. Ow, ow. Ugh. When the first pitch gets going, I'm gonna go to the. I gotta hit the can, folks. First set of pitches I missed. Foul ball, strike, ball, and ball. Stupid commercials. Here's the payoff to Nemo. Get out of this damn ground ball. Iglesias scoops it up. Got him. Here's Lindor. Can we get out of this damn commercial mode? The game's already started, you motherfuckers. Bitch. Strike two. Two strikes to Lindor. Fouls it off. Still 0-2. One down. Ball one, and he goes down staring at it. God. Oh, let me see if refreshing the video can get me what I'm looking for. Get me out of this damn commercial mode. 'Cause I'm a good bit behind right now. God damn it! Let me just watch the damn game. Thank you. Here's McNeil. Ball one. McNeil bagged 308, one homer, 21 RBIs, 7.79 OPS. Fly ball to right, edge of the track. Joe's there, and he's near the edge of the track. Gerchik's there, and he's got it. And the Mets come up end up fruitless in the first inning. Let's see if Taijuan Walker can do any better. We can do better on the defensive end. Because if I had any beef with Walker, is that he's very hit or miss. Almost as hit or miss as Carrasco. Perhaps even more so. So this here. Half an inning down, no score. Whereas the Mets come up fruitless without a hit or a run in the first inning. So Omni-Man beat Homelander. To be honest, I was not shocked in today's death battle. Next week, it's me. June 5th, it's Tetsuo against Magneto, and I think we all know who's got that one in the bag. Though it could go either way. Connor Joe, Jonathan Daza, Chris Bryant, CJ Crone. It's ironic that to this point in time, Bryant has no homers in 2022. Didn't he go to the Rockies so he can hit more homers? Why is it he hasn't gotten one yet? Mets in their gray uniforms, blue New York's around, and letterings and numberings on them with the orange outline. Camo green caps to celebrate the armed forces. Rockies in their traditional black pinstripes with white uniforms with black pinstripes and Rockies written on it. Connor Joe leads off. 4 homers, 11 RBIs, 287 batting average, 811 OPS. First pitch from Walker, and that's going to be popped up in the shallow left. Who's going to get it? Nimmo. One down. First one pitch, one out. Okay, good start. Indoor for the Mets. Infield for the Mets. Guillorme, Lindor, McNeil, Alonso. Third to first with Nino behind the plate. And the outfield, Canna, Nimmo, and Jankowski. Giving Marte the day off and moving McNeil to second instead of left. Because again, thank the good Lord, Buck finally had the sense to sit Eduardo Escobar. You guys know how I feel about him. Here's Jonathan Daza. First pitch strike on the inside corner. Daza, a 368 hitter with 8 RBIs and 838 OPS. Walker's 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Was acting like a fastball.
Wow.
The other thing he said was that for the first few innings, he couldn't breathe, which I can understand.
0-2.
I mean, we
Ball one went too far outside on the slider.
Both you and I, brain has been fried here since we've been here.
I think we'd probably get adjusted to the high altitude at some point. But
1-2.
if you go above
Again goes too far out with the slider. 2-2.
Yeah. Usually it's 14,000 feet, but apparently for us it's only 5,000.
Exactly. Not even that, maybe 4,000.
Imagine us on Everest.
I'd rather not, Gary. 2-2 pitch. That's way low. Ball 3, and Walker falls behind 3-2 after getting the first 2 strikes. I got a bad feeling about this. Chris Bryant up on deck in the batter's box. Here's the payoff. And he walked him.
So the Rockies have the first base runner in this game.
Stop relying on the slider too much, Taiwan.
Yesterday in the doubleheader did not issue an unintentional walk. There's only one walk in 17 innings delivered by Met, and that was an intentional walk.
Yeah, the C.J. Crone. And then McMahon delivered a big base hit.
And they got 3 straight 2-out hits after the intentional walk. Here's Bryant, who went 1 for 4.
Which bit the Mets in the ass last night. It's part of a 7-run Rockies 6th inning. First pitch to Bryant is a strike, so he's been dealing with back issues. That explains why he hasn't gotten a lot of power on his hits.
It's very odd to see Bryant 61 at bats into his season, playing half his games at altitude and without a home run.
0-1 pitch. Ball 1. Walker's really going too over-reliant on that slider.
So numbers for Taiwan.
Walker, 5 starts, 1-0, 3.52 batting ERA, 21 hits, 7 walks, 12 strikeouts. Opponent average 241. He's only allowed 2 homers. Average start, 4.6 innings pitched, which isn't a really good thing for a guy who's supposed to be a core piece of the rotation. 1-1 pitch. That's chop foul. 1-2.
CJ Crone waiting on deck.
Crone got the Rockies out and running in the first inning of the last night's, the back half of the doubleheader last night.
It's next to yesterday, how straight up and down he stands, relaxed. Bryant's just the opposite. Really gets into a deep athletic knee.
1-2. And Walker calls timeout.
And it looks awkward because he's so tall.
Well, what he tries to do is get under the ball. Yeah. Talking about this since his rookie year in 2015. He was really
when he was with the Cubbies.
Hit the ball in
and won the World Series with them a year later. And he goes down swinging on one low and away. Sit down, Bryant.
The second out of the inning.
Well, he's had a good one all year long. The bottom has just been dropping out of this pitch, and that one he kept away from Bryant. Can't lift that.
Here's Crone, who will be DHing today instead of playing right.
So 2 out.
10 homers.
First, and now CJ Crone,
or 11 homers, excuse me. 32 RBIs, 1.007 OPS, and a 330.
In the league in slugging percentage, just having himself a phenomenal first third of the season.
And would it surprise me if I see CJ at the All-Star game? No, it wouldn't. He leads the National League in homers and OPS.
Experience as a DH, having played in the American League, came up with the Angels. His numbers as a DH are almost identical to his numbers as a first baseman. 182 games, 39 home runs, 813 OPS as a DH. something to be said about experience in that role. And I know Alonso has thrived as a DH this year.
Yes, most of his homers have come out of DH spot.
That's hooked in the air to center field. On comes Nimmo, but that's going to
Nimmo's going to let that drop for a hit. No, too late. Gets away, but Walker's there to back it up.
And that keeps anybody from advancing.
So Crone dumps a single in the center that Nimmo couldn't get to in time. So runners on the corners and 2 gone.
Well, he doesn't get all of this. Kind of gets in on him, jams him just a bit. But he's so strong, he's able to drop that in front of Nimmo. And with the runner of Daza on first, he takes third base. Nimmo takes a shot. Lindor lets it go, and I love this. Love when a pitcher backs up, saves his outfielder an error. Good hustle by Daza.
Saves himself a run, too.
Yeah.
Here's Brian McMahon.
Backing up, and that will warm Buck Showalter's
or Ryan McMahon, I should say.
Backing up.
Yes.
Here's Ryan McMahon.
Yeah, that ball had fallen in the dugout. It would have been an automatic run for the Rockies. Fist foul. And believe me, if that ball had bounced into the dugout, that would have been an automatic run for the Rockies. Oh, 1 from Walker to McMahon. Too hot. He goes up and away. Ball 1. High up the middle. Ball 1. One pitch. Fouled off again. 1-2. Walker in trouble early, but he's known to do this. Something that always gives me a damn heart attack with this bastard. Here's a 1-2. Chop foul again. This time to the right. It was a sinker that chopped in foul. McMahon barely got a piece of and fouled it off.
He's averaged about 24% splitters this year. You have to think that
it was a split finger. Never mind.
More than that today.
1-2. Ball 2.
This is with a fastball to McMahon, 2-2.
Foul off again.
McMahon fouls it away. Stay in the at-bat.
19 pitches.
Rockies players, both wearing the camo hats in honor of Armed Forces Day, celebrated throughout baseball this weekend. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming from Walker to McMahon.
Here it comes.
And he got in on him and he pulls it foul.
Fouled again. McMahon's making Walker work for this one. Gritchick on deck. Gritchick on deck.
McMahon had a breakout season last year, 23 home runs, 86 driven in.
Come on, Walker. Get your ass out of this, you motherfucker.
First and third. And he struck
Got him.
into a fastball by him.
Sit down.
Walker escapes.
So Walker gets out of there with 2 hits, with a hit, a walk, and runners stranded at the corners. 1 inning down, no score. Yeah, I'm more punctual than you expect with this sort of thing, but I figure why not? Damn it, my Xbox is on for some reason. Hang on a second, guys. don't know how it turned on by itself again. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. Mets are going to be playing without their ace pitchers. How many do you think they'll? How many do you think they'll? How far will they be over or under 500 by the time the All-Star break comes around in July? Which is when they're expecting to get Scherzer and DeGrom back. Mets will send Alonso, Canna, and Davis to the plate in the second. And we're back. As we look at the Rockies defensively, as I mentioned, Gomber on the mound, McMahon, Iglesias, Rogers, Joe, and Servin in the infield. Pete Alonso takes the first pitch and to strike in on the upper or left hand half of the plate. 0-1. Pete's gotten his average up to 286 on this road trip. But he hasn't gotten it over the fence. Ball 1. Career against Colorado, 15 of 41, 4 homers, 7 RBIs for Alonso. 366 batting average. Chopper, second base. Fling, out. Rogers scoops it up and gets him out. 1 away. 1 down. I think the Mets are being a little impatient today when compared to the first game of yesterday's series. Here's yesterday's doubleheader. Here's Mark Canna. 3 homers, 14 RBIs, 286 batting average. Damn, look at that score. 18-4 St. Louis over Pittsburgh today. 2-1 right now. Dodgers on top of the Phillies in the 7th. Canna stares at ball 1 low and in. Low and just on the outside edge of the plate. Ball 1. Strike 1, even if Canna had swung it, it was still going to get called. 1-1. I don't know what caused him to buckle up on that pitch. Ball 2. I'd say there's around 30, 35,000 in the seats today out of the potential 50 grand you find at Coors Field. Here's the 2-1 to Canna. Ground ball to third, scooped up, fired, he's out. Up by McMahon, who fires him out. Trouble versus lefties this year. Mets are only hitting 220 off the lefties. Only 9 of their 34 home runs have come against lefties, and their slugging percentage is .355 in 363 at-bats against lefties. Against righties, 1,046 at-bats, 266 batting average, 340 slug on-base percentage, 394 slugging percentage, and 25 home runs of the team's collective 34. Here's J.D. Davis now. Swing and a miss. Took a huge cut and he whiffed at it. Season against Southpaws, 5 out of 30 for JD with only 3 ribbies and a 197 batting average going into this with a homer and 7 RBIs, including last night's ricochet RBI in the loss in Game 2. Davis pulls that one, foul. 0-2. In the left, but it's foul. This better not be a perfect game against the Mets. I mean, we've had no hit. We haven't that hasn't happened to the Mets since 1964, if I remember correctly. It was done by a damn Philly. 0-2 pitch. Davis just stares at it outside, 1-2. Mets come into this with the second best record in the National League and the best in the NL East at 27-15. Atlanta is 7 back of them. Philly 8 back and 8.5 back for the Marlins. Chop foul. 1-2 still. One-two pitch. Strike 3. Swung at one too low and on a slider that sunk on him. Mets come up fruitless again. 1.5 complete. No score. Other games, Miami's now up 2-1 in Atlanta in the 6th. Don't know how long that's going to last. Washington up 8-0 over Milwaukee. Philly up on down on LA 2-1. Okay. So the A and B blocks of the BOSJ have completed their individual block nights. Now it's just double block dashes from here on out, beginning on Tuesday. Yes, I've been following New Japan's BO Best of the Super Juniors tournament. It's pretty much a mirror between the blocks. Bomb 2 about to get started. Randall Grichuk will be up first, followed by Brendan Rodgers and Jose Iglesias for the Rockies. Foul ball 1-1. Guess Grichuk broke his bat and he had to go back for a new one. One pitch from Grichuk to Grichuk from Walker gets him the stare of the fastball 1-2. Swung on and missed at one in the dirt. That's strikeout number 3 for Taiwan Walker. Here's Brendan Rodgers. Strike 1. Lindor moves a little back towards the edge of the grass. Ground ball. McNeil scoops it up. Tagged by Alonso, and he got him. Though it wasn't far, Alonso had to really get off the base and get into the base path as he caught the ball and tag Rogers to get him. Here's Iglesias, fly ball to left. Canna's under it. Can of corn. Walker gets out of that one clean as a sheet. No runs, no hits, nobody left for the Rockies. Through 2, we're still scoreless. To be honest, Raph, I don't know if they can win games 3 and 4. Referring to the New York Rangers. They'd be lucky if they just win 1 game against Carolina in the Garden. If you want my honest opinion. Because when I did my NHL bracket, I did this logically, and I do not have the Rangers beating the Hurricanes in this series. As much as it pains me to say that. I think back to a few years ago. Islanders were riding high. And they got swept by Carolina in the conference semis. I don't know, Gringo Wars. But I really hate these damn commercials. Got 4 people in here, 4 likes. Here's Luis Guillorme. This series, he's 3 for 4. All 3 of his hits were singles in the first game of the doubleheader yesterday. He sat out the nightcap, if I remember correctly. Or he got them all in the nightcap and sat out the day game. I can never get it straight. Guillorme goes for a bunt, but instead lets that one go. Ball 1. Luis only has 3 career homers. 2 of them he's hit at Citi Field. 1 of them he's hit in Cincy. But again, reason he's in this game, aside from his good contact hitting, he's more known for his glove, not his bat. And I think Buck finally got his head out of his ass and decided to sit Eduardo Escobar, whose bat and glove have been severely lacking. Shift on as McNann is playing halfway away from the bag between third and second. Second and third. Ball 2 in the dirt by Gomber. With Iglesias and Rogers playing directly behind second. 2-1. Blooper in the left. And a base hit for Guillorme. So the Mets get their first hit of the game, and it's a leadoff single by Luis Guillorme. Last night, Rogers was mad, but I don't know why he was mad. What was he pissed about is what I want to know. And that was in the nightcap of the doubleheader yesterday. I mean, what did he have to be mad about? I mean, the Rockies won by 8 runs. Nito flies that one foul to right, 0-1. Seriously, Brendan, what did you have to be mad about? You guys kicked Met ass last night as part the key factor was a 7-run sixth inning. Oh, 1 pitch. Pop bunt that goes foul. I don't know why Neal would bunt with 1 strike. I would usually bunt with no strikes because now if you try to bunt here and it goes foul, you're out. At this point, you're better off just trying to make a full contact swing. Oh, 2 pitch. In the dirt. Ball 1. I don't know how to do it, gringo. Jerkwad. 1-2 pitch. Chopper. Short side. I don't think they're going to be able to get Guillorme. The throw to get Nito will go clear by was fielded well by McMahon. He got Nito, but it advanced Guillorme as based on positioning. McMahon knew he wasn't going to try get the double play. Best to get the back runner and move on the ground out. And just get the runner heading to first. Even if that had been a slow rolling grounder, I don't think he would have. I think he would have gotten Nito at second and at first. Guillorme is now in scoring position, and here's Travis Jankowski, who's not been hitting well this as of late. Fouled off, 0-1. Mets 13-1 in games following a loss, so they've won 13 in a row after an immediate defeat, including last night. Ball 1, up and away. Up and in. Ball 1. One pitch. Grounder to the second base side. Rogers flings it over. 2 down. Moves Guillorme over to third. Or not. Or it did. Don't know why it took it so long to announce that. Here's Nimmo. In the dirt, ball 1. Took him long enough. Nimmo flies that one foul, 1-1. One behind the plate. I'm not getting down a little ballpark, Gary. Anyway, 1 ball, 1 strike. Each team now has a hit. Let's see if the Mets can make something out of that hit. Here's 1-1. Ball 2.
I can't do them on mine. I need the paper. I need physical paper in front of me.
Are you able to find the paper though in every?
Not always. Not always.
2-1 coming. And breaking ball.
Nimmo doesn't go. Ball 3.
Held the swing in time. It's 3-1.
I'll be hoping that there's one Sunday Times at the airport today when I get there. It's late though.
It's gonna be late in the day.
That'd be tough.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Get that national edition. Are you an acrostic guy, or you stop with the crossword?
No, acrostic too. Yeah.
About the crossword is
40 pitches for Gomber.
Finish it with the acrostic.
Here's a 3-1 pitch.
Yeah.
You got it.
Popped up.
Flies it out to left center.
Left center. Bryant's under it, and that ends the threat. Leadoff hit for the Mets gets them nothing. 2.5 down. No score still. Hit that a little softer, Nimmo, and you would have gotten a run home. But whatever. Card will turn over to Brian Serven, Connor Joe, and Jonathan Daza for the Rockies. Serven was, I guess you'd call him the big hero of last night's game for the Rockies. 2-run homer in the second and a 2-run homer in the sixth.
We go to the bottom of the third in Denver. Mets and Rockies no score. Well, the bullpens are in right center field, but Joely Rodriguez has decided to find his own bullpen out by the rock outcropping in center field. Just off by himself with a little hydration. Got a little bit of
Strike
sunshine
1
there.
to Serven. He went 2 for 4 last night. 2 homers, 4
He
ribbies.
tells some ghost stories to himself. Gotta wait till it gets dark. It's a nice little perch there, though. Got a lot better view than the guys in the bullpen.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Brian Serven made some history
Brian
yesterday.
Serven.
His first 2 hits in the same game were both multiple run home runs. Nobody in the history of baseball has ever done that before Brian Serven did it last night.
And he goes down staring at for strikeout number 4 for Walker. Sit down, you bastard. This is what happened last night against Trevor Williams in the second. That gave the Rockies the lead for good. And then against Adonis Medina, same spot. Left field, 6th inning.
Both 2-run homers, great catch there by the Met. The last Rocky whose first 2 hits were both home runs was Trevor Story, and while Serven was serving up a couple of home
Strike
runs,
1 to Connor Joe.
quite a story the last few days in Boston.
Against the Mariners.
3 homers.
He has 5 home runs and 13 RBI.
Yeah, including a 3-homer game with 7 RBIs, if I remember correctly.
Came up on opening day.
Ball 1.
Have 6 home runs in his first 4
games, I believe so. And I think he made the team because I think he hit 10 home runs in spring training. That's how he made the team.
Serven channeling his inner story.
Chopper.
Joe bounces once.
Yorme's got it. Spins, fires, got him. Now that is why I want Guillorme on the hot corner for a while. That defense. He may not be good with the bat. He's hit or miss with the bat, but he is gold with that glove.
And throw by Luis.
But he is a juggernaut with that glove.
Look how far he goes to his left, and it's an in-between hop that he snags. Then he's got to spin and make a perfect throw. I mean, there was like 5 things that had to go right there for him to make the play, and he made all 5.
And Francisco's still on ready for the backhand play, figuring that there's no way Guillorme's going to stop that ball.
Ball 1, strike one on the curveball to Daza, who Walker coughed up a potential strikeout and gave a walk to in the first.
Retired 6 in a row.
Ball 1.
This is outside. Ball and strike. Daza's now reached base safely in 18 straight games.
Ball 2. That one really got away from Walker. Rockies 84 games with 2+ earned runs ended in the first game yesterday, where they only got 1 run.
84 straight home games with at least 2 runs.
Ball
They fell
3.
short of the major league record held by the 1948-49 Red Sox, who had 88 straight games at Fenway with at least 2 runs.
Well, they started a new one last night.
3-1 to Daza, and he
Chops
one
it.
over the mound. Tough play for
Walker
Walker.
picks it up. Throw. Got him.
Does to get Daza at first.
So that's 7 in a row retired by Walker.
With that right on the money with time to spare.
3 innings down. 6 to go. Still no score. 4-1 Miami over the Braves in the bottom of the 7th. That's a good thing. Looks like there's a rain delay in Philly. Oh, there's a challenge play. Challenge on a base hit by infield hit by Turner. Or by the Phillies against the Dodgers. And 8-0 top 5 in Milwaukee in favor of Washington. I'm doing a little divisional scoreboard watching, folks. Can't blame me. Sue me. So fuck me, okay? They tried once, I think in 2013, Wrath, but in Kansas City one year, but didn't pan out. But in most cases, you can't play in the snow. It's impossible to play in the snow. It's worse than rain because if the snow sticks, you get little traction. Your cleats get clogged, and you have no traction on the base pads. It's not like what you can do with football. Ball where it's all grass. Grass or turf. Turf and the snow would blend, where it's all either artificial turf or bluegrass turf, where the snow would stick. I mean, where the snow could just melt in and blend in because there's heaters underneath the field. With this, baseball is not built for winter weather. And plus, because it's all natural grass on the field, putting heating units under there would set the whole field on fire. Best of my knowledge. Swing and a miss to Lindor by Lindor 0-1. I think Lindor is trying too hard to get back on the high horse. He had an RBI in yesterday's game. This series, he's only 1 out of 10 with a single.
Innings in New York last May, almost a year to the day.
Ball 1.
And he has held the Mets to just 1 base runner through the first 3 innings today. Number 28 years old, came out of Florida Atlantic, which has not produced a lot of big-name big leaguers.
Chop foul. Out on the changeup.
That was the line for Gomber. He gave up solo
Or
home runs
slider.
to Brian McCann and Brandon Drury, to James McCann and Brandon Drury, and that was it.
That was last May when he faced the Mets.
In the 9th inning after giving up that second home run.
1-2. Ground ball. Base hit for Lindor. There we go, Lindy.
Francisco finds a hole, his second hit of this series, and the Mets have a leadoff man on for the second straight inning.
Looking back, this is what Gomber did last year against the Mets.
Fastball, slider, curveball, change, and he was throwing strikes. No walks, that was the key. 8 punch-outs, and we've seen a lot of that already this afternoon. Only 2 hits allowed, both leadoff singles, Guillaume last inning, and Lindor here.
But he's only gotten 2 strikeouts out of it. Last game, he got 8 against the Mets. He got 8. And that was back when the Mets were only allowing 10 to 20% capacity at Citi Field last year. Here's McNeil. Chop, roller. And they'll get the force, and they'll get the force at second by Crone.
That was really the only play to be made.
That was such a smart play, because to try to throw it to the pitcher at first base, probably not going to have a play there. So he ventured far to his right, spun around, and threw a strike to get Lindor,
who actually had to wince at the throw. Who could have slid, but instead he held up. Why didn't you slide, Francisco, is what I want to know. In any case, 1 out on the force outs.
CJ Crone DH today. So McNeil now at first with 1 out. And here's Alonso. Grounded out.
McNeil not as speedy as Lindor is. Pitch to Alonso. Ball 1, skips in the dirt. Scooped up by Servin. 0-1. 1-0.
Still hear a lot of Met fans around in Denver today. We had quite a few here yesterday.
I'm not always sure here, because there's a lot of orange shirts. Now, that's the old 80s jerseys. But sometimes orange shirt is for the Broncos in this town. There we go.
1-0 pitch.
And Pete hits one down to third.
McMahon to second for 1, and double play. He lined right into that one. So the Mets leadoff hit erased. 3.5 complete. Still no score. Son of a bitch. I think the Mets are starting to lose a bit of focus after basically getting their heads rocked last night. Walker will face Bryant, Crone, and McMahon in the 4th. Let's see if either side can get something going. Does that mean every team has a no-hitter now? Dave Magin, the Rockies' hitting coach. Yeah, shy him. Strike 1, strike 2. I missed the first strike. Either way, 0-2 from Walker to Bryant, who has not been hitting. While he's been making contact, he hasn't gotten anything over the fence yet, nor has he been productive. Chopper, second base side. Lindor scoops, fires, got McNeil scoops, fires, got him. 1 down. Here's CJ Crone. Career against the Mets, 16 and 52 with 3 homers, 10 ribbies, including last night when he got a homer, and today when where he hit a single. Walker wants to avoid that again. Here's the pitch. Strike one. Up and away, ball one. The one kind of slipped out of Walker's hands. 1-1. Low, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Foul back. Rockies come into this tied for last in the NL West, despite only being a game under 500. But again, we haven't seen the Rockies have not made the postseason since the 2018 year, since 2018, and they haven't been relatively good, if one could call it that, since their NL title run in 2007. At least not to me, anyway. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike three. That's K number 5 for Walker. Or is it 6? I don't know. 5. Through the old number 1. Here's Ryan McMahon. 2 down. Through the curveball, low and in the dirt, strike 1. Ryan struck out in the first inning. That ended the Rockies' only legitimate threat so far when they had runners in the corners and 2 out. That one's chopped back to Walker, who flings it to Alonso, who will step on the bag to end the inning. So nothing across yet again for the Rockies. 4 innings down and nothing across on both sides outside of maybe a hit or 2 for both. 2 hits for the Mets, 1 for the Rockies. Hit-wise, anyway. In other games, still 2-1. Bottom 8, Phillies and Dodgers over the Phillies, but the Phillies have the tying run in scoring position. 4-1 Marlins over the Braves in the bottom of the 8th. 8-1 bottom 5 Washington over Milwaukee. After this game, the Mets are going to San Francisco for 3, while the Phillies and Braves are going to play 4 with each other, all of them starting at 7:20 in the Chop House at Truist Park in Atlanta. While Washington hosts the Dodgers, yeah, that's a death trap waiting to happen, and Miami gets the day off. They don't play a game again until Tuesday when they have the Citrus Series in St. Petersburg with the Rays. That we do, Raph. That we do. And for those wondering, sadly, I will not be able to cover the Mets Marlins game. James McCann expected to miss 6 weeks with that bone fracture in his left hand. And well, actually, now I think wouldn't it be 5 weeks since that was last week he got put on the injured list? Mark Canha takes strike 1. But then again, McCann has been mostly known for his arm this year, not his bat. But that being said, strike 1 to Canha as he just stared at it, grounded out second to first, third to first last time. Low in the dirt on the curveball by on the slider by Gomber, 1-1. Strike 2. Rockies entering today had the third worst team ERA at 4.95. Entering today. We're in the top of the 5th. This game's moving pretty quick. Fouled off by Kana. Come on, Mark. Turn that water into some wine, you son of a bitch. I'd go for some cotton candy right now. That's pretty expensive in Coors, but that's sad. Kana lines one to right. That's a base hit. Scooped up by Gerchik. He'll throw it in. Kana will hold it first on a single. Let's see if we can get something out of this. Come on, guys. J.D. Davis up next. J.D. tried to bunt it, and it's strike 1. I don't know what the hell you were thinking, J.D. You're not much of a bunter. I get the idea, but not sure if it would work. Rogers deep behind second. So more of a double play shift. Massive hole on the right side. JD cuts and misses it. 0-2. When you think about who would have been the lesser of two evils that played DH today, Escobar or Davis, I think Escobar would have been the better pick. That said, I understand you're finally giving this bastard some time off. Even I was begging for it. Kind of gets back to first. I don't remember if Canada's much of a base runner. Here's the 0-2. Ball 1. Slider low and it went in. Yorme up next. He hit a single in the third inning. It was the third inning. To lead off the third inning, got as far as third, but that was as far as he could get. Ball 2. Just on the outside part of the plate. JD didn't chase after it. Personally, I wouldn't have minded Starling Marte playing DH today. But that's just me. 2-2 pitch. Chopper. 5, 4, 3. And that's why I would have preferred Marte being the DH today. That erases the leadoff hit again. Why do you suck, JD? Why do you suck this year? Another double play ball. Again! I get this team is hitting against a fucking southpaw who they struggle against. But come on, damn it! Here's Guillorme. Ball 1. 1 on the curveball. Would have been better to just let that one go. Yorme does not go on that. Oh, what? There's no way he went on that pitch. Are you fucking blind? Stupid ass ump. 1-1. Give me a replay on that pitch. Ball 2. Give me a replay on that previous pitch. I did not see Guillorme's bat go over the plate. Strike 2 as he stares at that one. Seriously, I did not see on that second pitch Luis's bat cross the threshold of the plate. Here's the 2-2. That's flew foul to down the left field line and into the seats foul. First ball to hit the seat in a while. Still 2-2. Two pitch. Foul off again. The farthest ball hit today was a McNeil flyout in the first. Foul off again. Still 2-2.
Get the mechanics of catching and throwing down.
I mean, this guy threw so hard that literally no one wanted to catch him because he threw too hard.
Now, were you doing any pitching in those days? No. Because I'm thinking, who's going to catch you? Eighth pitch of the at-bat to Guillorme, and he fights off another
Fouls off another one. This one on the hands. 2-2.
Another tough at-bat from Guillorme.
Got all the tape on his fingers. But no batting gloves.
Why doesn't he wear gloves for the grip?
We need is a little dirt and spit.
2-2 pitch. Foul again.
Gomber hasn't had to work very hard today, but Guillorme making sure that he at least gets his pitches in this inning. 9 pitches deep and still going.
At least he's working the count. 2-2.
Not even halfway to a true Guillorme.
Here's pitch number 10 of the at-bat.
Now pitch number 10. And the curveball line the other way. He's got another hit.
And that's another single for Guillorme.
The magic wand of Luis Guillorme produces his second hit of the day.
Now 10 for his last 17. It hasn't even the bench left.
I mean, seriously, Buck. You see what you're getting with Guillorme. And that you're not getting with Escobar. Contact at the plate and great defensive ability on the field. Why not start him more frequently at third instead of Escobar? That's what I want to know. Here's Tomas Nido. I mean, what was Guillorme brought in for in 2017? His glove, ground ball to third base side, picked up by McMahon, and another out. Man, that ends the inning again. 2 hits, nothing comes out of it for the Mets. Halfway home, no score. Son of a bitch. It'll be Jankowski, Nimmo, and Lindor in the 6th for the Mets. But right now, we got to get to Gerchik, Rogers, and Iglesias for the Rockies in their half of the 5th. No walks, 2 strikeouts against the Mets, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts on the Rockies. Mets have stranded 7, Rockies have stranded 3. And 2 men total left on base by both sides. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning now. And I hate when commercials drag on to where I can't see the damn first pitch. There we go. Here's Grichuk. Strike 1. Struck out in the 2nd to lead it off. Fouls that one off, 0-2. Fouls off the curve, 0-2. Ball 1 up and away on the fastball that kind of gets out of Yorme's hand a little too hastily. 1-2. Out of Walker's hand a little too hastily. 1-2. Ball 2. Went back to the fastball again. Ground ball. Lindor scoops it up. Fires. Got him. So is that 11 in a row now retired by Walker? By Taiwan? Here's Brendan Rodgers. Rodgers grounded out in his first at bat, if I remember correctly. Or he lined out. I don't remember. It was a ground out. Ball 1. I think Walker's grip is starting to slip on the ball a little bit. Strike 1 on the curve. 1-1. Runs a game. At home, Rockies are averaging 6 a game, but on the road, less than 3. 2.73 to be exact. Strike 2. This series, up to this game, they've been held to 6 runs, which is about where you expect them, where the Mets have been held to 4 on average. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Off down the right field line. Two pitch. Low in the dirt, 2-2. Shift on with a hole in the right side of the infield. I would have moved Alonso a little further back towards the bag.
What'd you say? He left the game the other night because he hurt his hand when he got hit?
Hamstring.
Elbow, okay.
Yeah. Filled in the elbow by Carrasco.
2-2 pitch. Ground ball. Lindor's got it. Flings it to Alonso. 2 down.
Rodgers, and that splitter just has the Rockies pounding the ball into the ground. Both these pitchers are getting an inordinate number of ground ball outs.
This is one of those games where if you're an infielder, you love it. You got a pitcher who's working quick. He's putting the ball on the ground. You got plays to make.
Walker's gotten 7 ground ball outs already. Gomber has gotten 11 outs on the ground. And that's how you succeed in this ballpark. Keep the ball out of the air. 2 out and nobody on. Here's Iglesias, who lined out to Canna in left field. And he
Strike
takes a
one.
first pitch curveball.
On to Iglesias.
All these men.
Ball one. And considering how the Mets pretty much had to burn the pen last night and burn it badly in the 6th inning alone, they're going to try to force 7 innings out of Walker today. Strike 2 from Iglesias on a curveball low and in the dirt. Ground ball to right, off the glove of McNeil for a base hit. So that ends Taijuan Walker's streak of 12 straight Rockies in a row retired. Here's Brian Serven, who, again, got his first 2 career hits, both of them homers, in last night's game. His first one off Trevor Williams, second off Adonis Medina. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That one's pulling the left, base hit. Canna will play it on a hop, and now the Rockies have got something going. Runners on first and second. Connor Joe up next. Come on, Mets, get out of this. Wake the hell up. First hit of the year for Serven. That's not a home run. Couldn't get his first 2 run balls back, but he did. That bullpen not active right now. Ball 1 on the curve. I'm going to say about 88 to 91 wins for the Mets this year, Raph. Down to third. Diorme hands it and gets the force to end the inning. So the Mets get out of that one, giving up 2 hits and forcing the Rockies to strand 1. 5 innings down. Still no score. Smart move by Guillorme. You take the path with the least resistance. So far, 7 hits from both sides, all of them singles. Not a lot has left the outfield, left the infield, and whatever has gone to the infield has either been for force outs or double play balls. Rockies have both double play balls committed. Fuck you, Colin Kaepernick. And fuck you, Spike Lee. And I'm not saying it because of their skin tone. It's just how they bought into the BLM crap. That's the only reason I'm telling these black athletes to go F themselves. They believe too much of their own hype and are basically political activists disguised as star athletes. No more and no less. I am not a racist. I'm just saying I don't like what they stand up for nowadays. It'll be Jankowski, Nimmo, and Lindor at the plate for the Mets. Upcoming schedule for the Mets: 3 in San Francisco, 3 against Philadelphia, 3 against Washington, and then a Murderers Road, and then it's Murderers Row in June. And for the rest of the month of June. Gomber throws one low in the dirt, ball 1 on the slider. And when I say a Murderers Row for the Mets in June after the National Series, I am not shitting you. I talked about it with Gabe last night when he and I covered the second through first 6 innings of the game against the Rockies of game 2 of the doubleheader against the Rockies. Fouled off by Jankowski, 1-1. Ball 2. Remember, we cut it short last night because the Mets were getting their asses pounded. Atlanta fought back, but they fell short 4-3 today, so the Mets gain at least half game there. Ball 3 to Jankowski, 3-1. That one's hit to left center, not deep. It's playable, and it's caught by Daza before he gets to the track. I would have just let that one go for an obligatory strike 2, Travis. Once again, Jankowski's batting average takes another hit. What's the point of getting him on the base pass if he's just recklessly swinging at everything? We got this guy for speed and contact. I know this. But again, he hasn't shown much of either as of late. And mostly because when he's making contact, it's usually to an out. Here's Nimmo. Swinging a miss and a slider over the plate, 0-1. Doing it differently. Last year, the Giants, they averaged 4 runs a game, 1.5 homers, and a 436 slugging average. This year, they've traded in the slugging and homers for run productivity. Nimmo lines one to the right, base hit, and gets away from Gurchik. Nimmo's going to go to second on the error. No, he's making for 3, and he's going to make it. Well, it's going to be a single and a throw and a fielding error by Randall Gurchik. Not a triple from what I saw. Now, had that been played cleanly, Nimmo would have been held at first. But instead, it ricocheted off the glove and got behind Gurchik, and he had to chase it down. Here's Lindor. Pop foul and going out to play into the seats. 0-1. Just get it to the outfield, Lindor. Don't need a damn strikeout. Infield moves in. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball. Base hit in the left. Nimmo will score an unearned run, but that's an RBI single nonetheless for Lindor, and the Mets get on the board first. Stand up, Mets fans. Let's go. If I had to guess, Fuss Network was another porn thing, Raf, or was he calling me a racist? Which one was it? Here's McNeil. So the Mets get the draw first blood. Ball one. McNeil reached on a fielder's choice in his last at bat, and he flew out to deep right, which was the farthest any ball has been hit so far today. Got to the edge of the track before Gert Gritchick was able to track it down. Throw over to first to keep Lindor honest. Mets this year won 2 out of every 3 road games, 14-7 so far, as opposed to a 13-8 record at home. 1-0 pitch. Fouled off, 1-1. Gomber's thrown 80 pitches, 5 1/3, 1 run, not earned, I might want to point out. Not earned. What? Oh, was earned. Never mind. Lindor getting his 24th RBI. 1 out. And the 1-1 to McNeil. That's line to left, and that's going to drop for a fair ball. Lindor, with his speed, he's going to trot to third and stop there. And McNeil will go to second with a double. Here's Alonso. For McNeil, that's double number 12 and his third of the series. And that was a pretty lazy fly ball double to shallow left. Bryant played that one too deep. And when Lindor saw that, he took off. He headed for third. He bolted for third. 7th hit of the day. Gomber is now starting to show some vulnerability. As the Rockies pitching coach is coming out to calm him down. A sac fly or a ground out would get the next run for the Mets. Well, if the ground out goes up the middle anyway. The sac fly has to be hit deep enough to where Lindor can tag up. P. Alonso, highest OPS at Coors Field, he's number 3, behind only Jesus Aguilar and Nick Castellanos. 1.291 OPS behind 1.338 of Castellanos and 1.378. Ground ball, first base side, only play the first. Joe gets the out. Lindor scores on the RBI ground out. That's RBI number 37 on the year for Alonso. McNeil goes to third. 2-0 New York. Productive out, Pete. Productive out. That's all that matters, Pete. You got a productive out. Though he's not happy that his hitting average dropped again. Here's Mark Canha. Canha singled in his last at bat. Let's see if he can really turn some water in the wine and get a ribby. The pitch. Pop foul behind the plate. And Servin's not going to have a play for it. I do believe there's around 30 to 35,000 at Coors Field today. Keep in mind, Coors Field is one of the last 50,000 or more ballparks in existence. in terms of seeding. Strike one. Or two, it should be, not one. It's strike two. It's 0-2, actually. Thank you. Had to get that fixed. 0-2. 0-2 to Canna. Will we get wine or will it be stuck with water? Ball one. Yeah, McNeil's not going to run and get away. Run that fast. Run for the plate on that kind of pitch. Hey, Gavin. One-two pitch to Canna on its way. Away from Gomber. Here it comes. Fly ball, right field, pretty deep, but playable. Gerchik's at it, and he's got it. But the Mets do draw first blood. 2 runs, 3 hits, an error, and 1 stranded. 5.5 complete. It's the Mets 2, and the Rockies nothing. I think the most I've had in these sorts of streams is 8. That was for my Knicks stream a few months back. Gavin, can you do me a favor and bring in the posse into the stream if any of them are real bother to care for this? Damn it. 2-2 extra innings between the Dodgers and Phillies. Phillies gave up the tying run. I mean, Dodgers gave up the tying run. Excuse me, Dodgers. At this for a little more than an hour and a half, and the game has been moving pretty fast. Or a little less than 2 hours now. An hour and 3/4, I should say. We've been at this. Walker has really been keeping his pitch numbers down. Through 5 innings, he's only thrown 68 pitches, 47 of them for strikes, only walked 1, and has struck out 6, I believe. 5, excuse me, 5. But he's showing a bit of vulnerability as 2 of his last 3 batters he faced in the 6th inning got a couple of hits off him. That being Jose in the 5th inning, Jose Iglesias and Brian Serven got some hits off him. Looking at the Rockies box score, as mentioned, only Iglesias, Serven, and Crone have gotten hits off Walker, who goes back to the grind, facing Jonathan Daza, who walked and flew and grounded out. Strike 1. Oh, they got him out. I think it was a fly out. Here's Chris Bryant, who was struck out and grounded out. Ball 1 on the curveball that sank a little too deep into the dirt. 1-0. Ball 2. I think Walker's losing a little bit of focus on that curveball in terms of aiming it. Strike 1 on the fastball, 2-1. It's kind of a paradox when you think about it with Bryant this year. He went to the Rock after his stint with the San Francisco Giants. He got picked the back half of last season when he got traded to the Cup from the Nationals to the Cubs, from the Cubs to the Nationals, and then to the Giants. He comes to the Rockies hoping to hit more homers. He hasn't hit one yet. Fouls that one off. Full count. And this is the 40th game of the year for the Rockies. Clearly, with these numbers, I do not see Chris Bryant going to the All-Star game this year. You're in about 8 weeks. About 9 weeks. Payoff pitch is high, ball 4. Second walk issued by Walker. CJ Cronut. Better not cough up the tying hit, Walker, you idiot. Fouls that one off behind the screen, behind the plate. 0-1. A 1 pitch. Strike 2. Fouls off the next pitch. So it's still 0-2. Fouled off again. Or it's a pop-up. McNeil. Got it. 2 down. All too easy on that pop-up. Ryan McMahon, no relation to WWE owner Vince McMahon or any of his family, whether it be his wife Linda, his son Shane, his daughter Stephanie, or any of his 6 grandkids. Fouled off by McMahon. 0-1. Whether it be Shane, the 3 grandsons Vince has gotten through Shane, or the 3 granddaughters he's gotten through Stephanie. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Foul again. Still 0-2. 0-2. Ball 1. Damn it. Ball 2, low and away. Low in the dirt. Better not walk another one, Taiwan. Two-two pitch. That's flown in the left. Canna's under it. And he'll can a cornet to end the inning. 6 innings down, no runs, a walk, no hits, and 1 stranded for the Rockies. 6 innings completed. Coors. In the land of the silver bullet, Mets 2, Rockies 0. 2/3 of the way home. Honestly, I don't know, Gavin, if the Mets will make the playoffs. This all depends on what's coming up at the end of next week, namely our Murderers Row. That is the month of June, where we're playing the Dodgers, the Padres, the Angels, the Astros, and the Brew Crew, and the Brewers. That's what it depends on. And keep in mind, two of those, I mean, five of the seven of the six teams we're facing in June, they're all either number one or number two in their respective divisions. Dodgers and Padres, 1 and 2 respectively in the National League West. Astros and Angels, 1 and 2 in the NL West. Brewers, AL West. Brewers, top dogs in the NL Central. That's what we gotta keep in mind here, Gavin. Breakfast burrito box from Taco Bell. I've never had that box, for those wondering. Bell breakfast box. I've never had it. Now tell me this, Gavin. Do you believe the Mets should stick with Luis Guillorme at third for a while and either not start Eduardo Escobar or at best or at worst have him play as the DH? Here's JD, takes a pitch low in the dirt, ball one from Gomber. Yes or no? When you say don't play him at all, or at the very least, make him a designated hitter. Good. Foul ball by Davis on a shot to right, 2 balls and a strike. I missed the ball two pitch. So keep Guillorme in at third for a stretch until Escobar gets his head out his ass. Chopper to third. McMahon fires a long one, and Davis is out. 1 down. At this point, I would send JD down the minors to work on his hitting. Ah! There's a hand on the scoreboard in Coors Field. I mean, I get it's a prosthetic hand, but still, that's scary. Guillorme up. He's gotten 2 singles to jump his batting average to 344. Ball one from Gomber. A hand inside the scoreboard, Raph. Ball two. As in, someone left a prosthetic hand in the grate in the scoreboard in the right field scoreboard in Coors Field. Strike one. Guillorme 2 for 2, made it all the way to third in the third inning when he hit a single, and was basically thrown out in a double play in the fifth after that single. Here's the 2-1. Strike two. Guillorme flies one to right center. This is going to. Gerchik dives and he makes the catch. robbing Guillorme of his third single of the day, and he had to come in from pretty far to catch that ball. Tomas Nido up, another guy whose batting average has been hovering around the Mendoza line. Ball one. 2/3 of first ground outs for him. That one's lined and caught by Iglesias. We'll go to the stretch. Nothing across for the Mets in the seventh. 2-0 through 6.5 in favor of New York. In the meantime, let's check on the other games. Okay, Dodgers took the lead back. It's 3-2 in Philadelphia. Boston has a chance to win the game, tie at 4 against Seattle. Bottom 10. Oh, they just won it. Never mind. Franchi Cordero, grand slam. 8-4, Sox win in 10 over the Mariners. Bottom 8, 8-2 now in Milwaukee. Cubs take the lead back from the Diamondbacks. It's now 5-4 in the north side of Chi-Town. Pat Wisdom and Frank Schwindel back-to-back homers. First for the Cubbies. That helps my fantasy team a little bit today. Screw athletes who bend the knee, who kneel in protest. Why? Because to me, it's just showing a sign of fascism. No more, no less. And by doing that, you alienate your fan base. The people who support you turn their back on you, as Colin Kaepernick is found out the hard way. Nobody wants him in the NFL anymore. And you think that corporations who support these woke athletes would have gotten their heads out of their ass and realized these guys and gals are doing more harm than good for their products. But I'm getting off track. Nolan Arenado, 9 straight gold gloves with the Rockies before he got sent to St. Louis. And there you see the only banner the Rockies have, that 2007 National League title banner, alongside the numbers of Todd Helton and Larry Walker. And there's Dinger, the Triceratops, the Rockies mascot, getting high fives from Mets and Rockies fans alike. I think he's on top of the Rocky dugout. For the record, I've only been to 3 major league ballparks: Old Yankee Stadium, Shea Stadium, and Great American in Cincinnati. Only 2 of them had mascots. Mr. Met for the Mets and Mr. and Mrs. Redleg for the Reds. Though one would debate between Mr. Met and Mr. Redleg who was knocking off who. I mean, who was knocking off who. Up first, Charlie Blackmon, and he gets a base hit in the left center. That's Gerchik, and he gets a leadoff single in the left center. Sorry about that. On the first pitch, no less. Through the second short hole, McNeil couldn't get it, and I think Lindor just gave up on it. Seriously, Jeff, you don't have to. You two really need to pay more attention at times. Here's Rogers. Wind's starting to pick up in Denver. But with all the balls that have been grounded and nothing really hit all that deep, we bounce to have a couple of out balls. Here's the first pitch. And that gets through the hole for a base hit. Gerchik will hold it second. And now Walker's in trouble. At this point, get the bullpen up and running. Because now I think the Rockies are figuring him out. Here's Iglesias. Why the hell have you not put anyone up call anyone up in the pen, Buck? You see he's getting killed out there now, and if he gives up a run, you better rush someone out onto the bull, or puts another man on base. You better rush someone up to the damn pen, out of the pen. Now he's making the phone call, which means someone's going to be warming up. The question is who? Took you long enough, you damn slug. First pitch. Strike one. Double play depth. But that leaves a massive hole up the middle. Ball one. One on the curve. Strike two, and a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it's Adam Ottavino warming up in the pen for the Mets. 1-2. Fouled off. David Peterson will be on the mound tomorrow for the Mets. He'll face Alex Cobb, Chris Bassett against Logan Webb on Tuesday, and Carlos Carrasco against Jacob Eunice on Wednesday. Here's the 1-2. Fouled again. 1-2 still. A little bit. But here's the 1-2 pitch to Iglesias. Let's see if he can get the out. Ground ball. Lindor. McNeil. Got the double play. 2 down, but that moves Grichuk over to third. And Grichuk over to third. (6-4-3) erases at least some chance of a go-ahead threat with Servin coming up. So this is going to be Walker's last inning with Ottavino warming up in the pen, regardless of what Servin does. Ball one. One on the curveball. Yes, having the hand in the scoreboard scared me. Chop foul by Servin, 1-1. Got 8 people watching, 5 likes. Let's get the thumbs up a little more here, fellas. I don't pedal for a lot of likes or followers, but when I do, I sincerely mean it. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This will be 96 pitch 96. It's up and away, ball 2. So you can tell at this point Walker's starting to gas out a little bit. And Taiwan is starting to gas out a little. Massive hole between first and second, and on the right side of the infield. Ground ball to left, ground ball. Guillorme smothers it, fires, gets the out. Walker's out of the jam. Let's go, Luis. Now that's the kind of defense we need at the hot corner. 2 hits given up, but no runs across the board for the Rockies again. 7 innings complete. It's the Mets 2 and the Rockies 0. I think that's Walker's last inning for the day. I mean, there's a reason we brought Luis Guillorme in 2017, and that reason is that damn glove. Mets will send Jankowski, Nimmo, and Lindor to the plate to face whoever replaces Austin Gomber. Root for the Metros. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. It's like Dodgers won 3-2 over the Phillies. Nope. Phillies had the winning run in scoring position. 2 outs. Did they send to the mound again today? I know it's not Tony Gosselin, who's on my fantasy team. Was it Tony Gosselin? It was Tony, and he did pretty good for me today. 7 strikeouts, only 1 homer run given up, 3 hits, a walk. But he won't get the decision because the bullpen screwed it up for him. You know, this is the 3rd time I'm calling a Mets game, but this is the 2nd one I'm doing on my own. And remember, the last time I did it on my own, the Mets won. Will history repeat itself here, or will it screw me over like it did last night? Screw the Mets over like it did last night. Can we get out of these damn... Ball 1, strike 1 to Jankowski. And it's Lucas Gilbreth replacing Gomber at the plate, at the mound. 10.57 ERA, but then again, for this kid, not surprised. There we go. One pitch is a strike on the low inside part of the plate. 1-2. I was wondering why I'm doing this mostly on mute mode is because I don't want to get busted for copyrights. Jankowski fouls that one off. 1-2.
This is good, as good a pitching I've ever seen in this ballpark by both pitchers.
1-2. Fouled it off again. 12 series played this year for the Mets. 1 split, a loss, and 10 wins. So they've won 10 of their first 12. Looking to make it 11 of their first 13 before Murderer's Row hits. 1-2 to Travis. Fouled again. 1-2. Walker finishes with 7 innings, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, 5 hits. Gomber, 7 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks, 2 earned runs, 7 innings pitched. Ground ball to hole, bait. No. Throw, safe! Barely managed to beat that one. Beat that throw by Rogers to the bag.
You can't do any more than Rogers did here. The backhand, he got rid of it quickly. He got something on it. And still, Jankowski called safe. Very close.
Whoa, wait a minute. I think he's out.
Yeah, I thought he was out when we first saw him. But he was right in the air. But we'll see.
Corey Blazer is the first base umpire who made the call. Rockies are challenging it.
That looks like he's out, guys.
Colorado is challenging the safe call at first. Somehow has changed from Denver.
Actually, no, I don't, Gavin. But tell me, Gavin, if you're watching the game right now, is Jankowski safe or out from your viewpoint? Yeah, that's an out. He's out. Overturn that call. Yeah, he's clearly out, and I think even Jankowski knows it.
I feel like that ball is in the mitt, right?
Just has to make contact with something in the interior of the mitt before the foot hits the bat.
This is getting reversed. I just know it.
Big play in this game. 2-0 leadoff hitter.
And this call's getting, that safe call's getting overturned.
Safe, which is the call on the field. So they need clear and convincing evidence overturned.
The call on the field is overturned.
He's out. Okay, that's what I thought. Looking at the replay. So it's an out. Hit removed, 1 down. Yeah, I don't know what that ump was saying when he said that Jankowski was safe.
So here's Nimmo, who's 1 for 3 at a base hit and scored a run in the 6th.
Nimmo hit a single and then moved to third on a fielding error in the 6th, and then got home on an RBI single by Lindor. You've got to be shitting me. The Phillies won on a fielding error? Motherfucker. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Brandon with his 1 for 3 today continues his fine hitting against lefties. Came into the day hitting .351 against lefties.
Muncie, you son of a bitch. Ball 2. Oh, I didn't know Lugo pitched. Didn't remember Lugo pitching yesterday, but then again, given how much the bullpen was basically battered last night, oh wait, it was the first game yesterday that Lugo pitched. Now I remember. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Nimmo. Fouls it off, 2-2. Mets runs a game equal on both sides. 4 runs at home, 4.5 at home, 4.5 on the road. They average. So their run productivity is actually fairly balanced. I mean, is actually pretty balanced this year. Cloud cover coming in over Coors. Nimmo, grounder, back to the pitcher. He'll simply fling it to Joe, 2 down. Here's Lindor. He's got 2 RBIs in the last 2 games. RBI single last night and an RBI single today that opened up the scoring. Pitch from Gilbreth. Ball 1. So it looks like every NL East team. So where every NL East team except Atlanta lost last night, today it looks like the opposite. Every East team except Atlanta is winning today. Lindor flies this one to mid-shallow right center, and it's caught by Daza to end the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Mets. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Through 7.5, Adam Ottavino now comes on to pitch the 8th. 2-0 New York. Drew Smith not available. Drew Smith and Seth Lugo not available today as they both pitched the first game of the doubleheader. Jose? Oh, Jose. I remember Reyes. We've been at this for 2 hours, 17 minutes plus. Well, I'm now at 276 subscribers. $724 to go. It'll be Joe, Daza, and Bryant for the Rockies in the 8th. I got today's game soundly, but I'm going to have to swap out Contreras tomorrow. We're back for the bottom of the 8th inning. 2-2 count for Ottavino on Connor Joe. That slider nearly gets away from Nito. Full count. I missed the first 4 pitches because of the bogus, dumbass commercials on this thing. Ottavino has had a bit of control problems in recent games. Here's the payoff to Joe. Didn't go on that pitch, ball 4, and it's a leadoff walk. And hold on a second, guys. Sorry about that. Mom needed an errand run, but I wasn't. Strike 1 to Jonathan Daza. Sorry about that. Yeah, Ottavino, you gotta stop throwing that slider like that. It's ball 1. You give the Rockies a chance to climb back in this. Dan O's. Never heard of him. Chopper popped high in the air to Ottavino, who will scoop it, flip it to Alonso for the runner at first, but Joe moves to second on that play. So 1 down. Sorry about that phone call. Mom needed me to wanted me to do an errand. I told her I was busy with the game. She understood. Here's Bryant. Ball 1, just a bit too high on the slider. Or that didn't drop. 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. One pitch. Strike 2 on the slider. Just don't go back to that slider again. Again, Adam. Shift with a home on the right end. A double or a single would get Connor Joe home. Well, any hit would get him home. As long if it's not hit hard enough. 1-2 pitch. Ball 2. Missed on the inside part with the fastball. Two pitch. Way too high. Full count. And Ottavino's getting himself in trouble early. Joely Rodriguez is warming up? What the hell are you doing, Buck? You only got rocked last night. And rocked badly. If I remember correctly, he was one of the pitchers he used. Payoff, ball 4. So, out of the gate, Ottavino's in trouble. He's given up 2 walks to his first 3 batters. And up next is CJ Crone. Jeremy Hefner coming out to try to calm him down. Going out to the mound to try to calm him down. See you, ref. Cronus singled, struck out, and flew out and popped out. Diaz hoping he isn't needed. I still question why bring in Yoani Rodriguez to pitch if Avino gives up another runner or gives up a run. Fouled off by Crone, 0-1. I mean, honestly, why Yoani Rodriguez? Wouldn't Edwin be the more logical choice at this point? 0-1 pitch. I mean, he hasn't been used all damn series. Hold on, Crone called timeout. Team, not me. Fouled again, 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Sit down, Crone. Speaking of top prospects, guys, what was your opinion of that new kid the Orioles called up recently? I mean, that Baltimore called up recently. Ottavino done. So who's coming in to get that last out? Rodriguez or Diaz? Oh, God, it's Rodriguez. This isn't going to be good. Seriously? Yolani Rodriguez? Why? I mean, I get it. Righty-lefty matchup. But seriously? Rodriguez? I would have been more content with Colin Holderman, to be honest. This is actually, if the Mets win this game, this will be the first time they won a series while scoring this year where they scored fewer runs than the opposition. And like I said, Rodriguez pitched last night. Why use him again? People who know me know I'm a man of logic and reason. Well, he lines out to third anyway, and Guillorme makes the catch. So, inning over, despite the fact this damn commercial is taking too fucking long to go to the ninth. To get out of this. Either way, we go to the ninth. 2-0 Mets. Let's go. Let's get some insurance runs before we sound the trumpets. Granted, we can't sound the trumpet since we're not at City, but you get the point. But the point still applies. And there are a lot of infield outs for the Mets, for the Rockies today, for both teams. More so for the Mets than the Rockies. But that being said, they've been at least able to get the ball to the outfield more frequently than the Rockies. In fact, every hit has gone to the outfield, albeit barely in one case for the Rockies. But the Mets have the only 2 runs that have been produced so far. And again, can this damn app be any slower in getting out of fucking commercials? I know, Gabe. I am too, Gavin. And there may be some light at the end of the tunnel with Roman probably going for an acting career soon, meaning that come either Money at the Bank and the soonest and SummerSlam at the latest, he's dropping the title to Cody. Sorry, I mean, besides, the only reason the Usos are the undisputed tag champs is because they had their cousin basically do the dirty work for them. And I'm getting sick of Roman sticking his nose in matches involving the Usos because he doesn't believe his cousins can do anything on their own because he thinks they're so fucking incompetent. Go to the ninth. Tyler Kinley coming on to pitch now for the Rockies. He'll face Jeff McNeil, Pete Alonso, and Mark Canha. Orioles tied it up against Tampa at 6. Canley, 16 games, .63 ERA. Lefties are hitting less than 100 off them. Righties just over 250. McNeil's a switcher. He's going to be banged from the right. Fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. McNeil with a double. He does have a double to his name today. Diaz getting ready. One 0-1 pitch. McNeil flies one to center. Not deep. Playable for Daza, and he's got it. Or fairly deep, but playable. 1 out.
Mets have been playing the Rockies since 1993. At Coors Field since 1995.
Yeah, 93 and 94, they played the Rockies at old Mile High Stadium before that got torn down and replaced with what used to be called Sports Authority Field. I don't know what the Broncos are calling it now. Alonso swings and misses at one in the dirt, 0-1. I don't know why he chased after that one. Alonso 0 for 3 today with a walk, with 3 groundouts. One of them getting him getting him an RBI for his 37th on the year. Stares at that pitch, 0-2. I don't even know why he didn't chase after that one. Must have got caught up on something. Must have froze on it. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. And he swings and misses at it. Strike 3. Pete, you son of a bitch. League leaders in the NL in batting average. Rockies entering today, 265 batting average. Mets were number 2 at 254. Then the Cardinals at 250. Nationals 249. Phillies 248. Here's Mark Canha. Let's see if he can keep the inning going. He's grounded out third to first, got a single, which was wiped out on a double play, and he flew out to right in the 6th. Here's the pitch. Fouls that one off. 0-1. Six pitches, 6 strikes by Ty Kinley. Foul ball, 0-2. Diaz getting ready. 0-2 pitch on its way. Here it comes. In the dirt, ball 1. Another foul ball, 1-2. One-two pitch. And he goes down staring at it. So, Kinney prevents any further damage. Diaz ready to go. Almost ready to go. 1-2 inning for the Rock against the Mets. Let's see if Diaz can rectify the slip-up he had last time out when the save got blown by incompetent defense, compliments of Eduardo Escobar. 8.5 complete in Denver. It's the Mets 2 and the Rockies 0. They'll have Randall Grichuk, Brennan Rodgers, and Jose Iglesias to try to keep their victory hopes alive. Their hopes of victory alive. In other games, it's starting to rain. Baltimore tied at 6 with 2 out. Must be hard enough to put the game on hold. Yankees tied the first game of their doubleheader with Chicago on a solo bomb by the judge. Find Kendall Graveman guilty. Yeah, too bad ROH is now under the AEW umbrella, Gabe. I mean, but honestly, Gabe, what do you have against GCW, PWG, MLW, to a lesser extent, my local promotion, PWX, Terminus, ball one to Gritchick, as again, these dumb-ass commercials are dragging too long. Diaz now on the mound, and Smith comes in to play first for defensive purposes. Can we get these damn commercials out of the way and get to the fucking game? This is why I hate using MLB TV. .TV. Too focused on the damn infomercials and not enough in the game. Then again, you gotta wonder if there's rust or doubt climbing into Diaz's ears. Swing strike and a called strike, so it's 2-2 due to Gritchick. Damn it! Get me out of these fucking commercials, you shitty app! Finally. Fouled off. 2-2. Took this damn thing long enough. Uh-oh, looks like Diaz's shoe is getting worn on the dirt. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Sit down, Gurchick. One down. Gritchick. Here's Brendan Rodgers, who also has a single. Diaz, up until today, hasn't been used at all in the series. Wasn't used in the first game, and given Rodgers lines one in the right field, base hit. Jankowski picks it up. So now the tying run comes to the plate in Jose Iglesias. In the form of Jose Iglesias. Got it on the first pitch. Another single for Colorado. That's all their hits have been. Nothing but singles. Pitched. Iglesias, ball one. 1-0. Iglesias got as far as second in the fifth inning, lined out to left, singled in the second, singled in the fifth, and grounded into a double play in the seventh. That one's fouled off. 1-1. No! I'm not, Gavin. Servin will be up next. Swing and a miss, or did he foul it off? I think he fouled it. 1-2. Let's see. Yeah, he got a piece of that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sit down! 2 down. And Brian Servin up next. Last help gas for the Rockies. Who struck out 9 times, left 16 on base, 5 of them by Ryan McMahon, 3 of them by Iglesias, 2 by Connor Joe, 1 by Deaza, 3 by Crone, 1 by Bryant, 1 by Servin. Ball 1. One 0 pitch. Fly ball to right. Canada's under it. Jankowski's under it. Mets win. Put it in the books. Let's get some smiles in the chat. Stand up, New York Mets fans. Mets take this one 2 out of 3, despite only scoring 10 runs to the Rockies 12. Winning pitcher today, Taijuan Walker. He goes to 2-0. Losing pitcher, Austin Gomber. He drops to 2-4, I would think, on the year. Yes, 2-4. Save goes to Edwin Diaz. That's his 10th of the year. Mets get 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Rockies, no runs, 6 hits, commit 1 error in front of in a game that went 2 hours, 34 minutes in front of 35,248 at Coors Field. Player of the game, in my opinion, Luis Guillorme. 2 out of 3 with the bat, but the key factor was the glove. Taijuan Walker, 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts on 97 pitches. Adam Ottavino, 2/3 of an inning, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Yoli Rodriguez, 1 pitch, 1/3 of an inning. Edwin Diaz, 13 pitches, 9 strikes, 2 strikeouts, 1 hit given up. For the Mets. Austin Gomber, 97 pitches, 64 strikes, only got 2 strikeouts, no walks, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 7 hits given up. Gilbreth, 1 inning, nope, nothing across the board. Kinley, 1 inning, 2 strikeouts. So the Mets didn't get any walks, struck out 4 times compared to the Rockies, who got 4 walks on 9 strikeouts. And 9 strikeouts on 6 hits. You do know I don't have any StreamYard hours anymore, Gabe. I can't. If I wanted to, I would. If I could, I would. But I'm going to drop the stream for right now. In any case, I thank everyone who did, up to the 9 or so people that did show up for this stream. Leave a comment, smash the like, sub to the channel. It's a long and painful journey to 1,000 subs. But that said, Mets 2128 signing out. Till next time, I bid you adieu. So goodbye and good night. Bang!